Hey guys, welcome back to Ultimate S&S. Just doing a little update with our garden here. So over here we have our cucumber, zucchini, and squash. You can see we've laid up a lattice fence type deal here for them to climb up so they're not laying on the ground. Everything seems to be going pretty good. Down here on this last spot we're going to be having our wax beans climbing on this trellis here. Okay, so these are our cherry tomato plants. Put about 3 of those out. And then we're moving into our beefsteak tomatoes. Okay, then we have our radishes starting to sprout up. Okay, so over here we've got more radishes, and then we have our greens and things like that are starting to come up over here as well. We'll have to come in. So whenever you're growing your gardens, especially down here in Florida, be on the lookout for this stuff. This is actually called dollar weed, and it is actually edible, though I don't want it in my garden at all. We've got quite a bit of greens planted down through here. It's coming on over. Our okra is starting to grow. See, we're getting some more sprouts every day now. Got some more sprouts popping up of the okra. Then this over here is going to be our tabletop squash. It grows on the ground. It's a very round type of a squash. Over here we're getting into our spinach greens. Then we're getting into our heads of lettuce. And then our cabbage. So I've got some of this cheap fencing material left over from building the chicken run. That'll get turned into little funnels that'll go around the tomato plants, just to help them as they get larger, where they can have some support for the tomatoes, especially those beefsteak tomatoes. But it's been about a week since the last time I fertilized this stuff, so I don't want to over fertilize these newer plants. What I typically do is wait for every 2 to 3 weeks before I'll come up and put more fertilizer on. I am trying something new with this garden this year, and we're just basically using the quail manure to fertilize this. So we're going to see how this really turns out with the garden stuff. I want to try all organic this year. I have used Miracle-Gro and stuff in the past. Like I said in another video, it has a tendency to have like different type of chemicals and stuff in some of that stuff. So we're going to try to just do organic this year and see how it works out. So all these rows over here, this is stuff that Survival Living is going to be coming over to plant. So he's going to be doing a garden over here for his preparations and stuff. So right now he's just got his rows covered up, and what that does, if you're doing a late garden or cutting it in kind of late, I started mine in the winter, you'll cover your rows up, and you want to let those sit for anywhere from 2 weeks to a month before you actually put them into use. So what that does, guys, is it just kills off the weeds and things like that. This side over here, I started it during the winter time. As you can see, we're getting a little bit of weeds still coming in, so I come out about twice a week to knock that out with a hoe in between the rows and just kind of finger weed around the plants, because you're going to have those sparse weeds, and if you keep on top of it at an early stage, you're not really going to have a lot of issues later. So I hope everyone's enjoying the content. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We have a lot of different things, from quail, the chicken, the honeybees, and gardens and prepping. And there's just a lot of information on here for everybody. Have a great day.